Hello, Fantasy Sports Wizard here, and welcome to yet another episode of The Quest. And today we got some Division 6 gameplay, and as you can tell from the screen and the title, it's a bit of a moan, it's a bit of a frustration, but this episode just featured unplayable gameplay. It was painful to play. Now, the first game we came up against a pretty nice Bundesliga team. It seems to be a common trend lately that I'm playing these teams, but this game was the first game of the day, and I got to say, absolutely frustrating, beyond frustrating. Change things around. I've been finding I've had a lot of success with the 4-2-3-1 narrow. So I built my BPL team, accommodating Harry Kane into that Cam, where he's supposedly much better than a striker, and same instructions as my French team. And for the most part, this I played well. I'm not playing bad football, but whether this was like the sign of things to come or it was just the first game of the day issues, like I dominated this guy in terms of shots. Yet every shot I had, like point blank chances, my players were just scuffing their shots, literally, and no power in them. That any other time I was burying those. Even in the Eto episode I did at the weekend, I was destroying teams, and it just happened to be that I made one mistake in the player switching. I went the wrong way, and that's all he had to do. He was in, scored 1-0, game over. Like I had chances, but like there we go again, yet another tame effort into the keeper. Like it was easy. Like I was powering up. Like I don't know why I couldn't get any like actual power in my shots. Like it was bizarre beyond relief, and huge chance there that Courtois keeps us in the game. But alas, we just couldn't get an equaliser. So our start in Division 6 is actually not what we anticipated. I mean, it was an even game. Like at the end, like that possession is skewed because it was just I couldn't get out of my own third. Like he was just applying a lot of pressure. And then in the second game, we come up against a guy with a very nice Juventus side plus Insigne and Miranda, and this was a complete role reversal of the first game. I was like I was dominating the first game. This guy was dominating this game, and he was very unlucky not to score there from Sandro. And I don't know, like he played very well, and how this got through, yet another fantastic save from Courtois. It was beyond belief. I was hanging on by my fingertips, but it's actually going to be us that strikes first. Like Ericsson winds up doing a fantastic piece of work, and he's on hand to get his own rebound and take the lead. But this is where everything goes wrong after this moment. Like we're coming towards half time. Like I was still controlling the game, still leading, and everything was looking good. Like getting to half time, it was a good game, very even, back and forth and whatnot. But here we go. I get a disconnect. Didn't lose my internet connection. I got kicked out, and then there we are back in confirmation of that DNF. So after 2 games, we're now 0 from 6, and I didn't deserve to lose that game. I was winning that before I got disconnected. So one game that I probably should have drawn or won, I lost. Another game I was winning, I wind up losing, and I probably should have stopped after that disconnect and seen it as a sign of things to come. Because after this, like you're gonna see, like it's not so much evident, but the lag in the next couple of games, it was terrible. The game was unplayable, and I had to literally force myself off after the next 2 games before I really jeopardized this season. Like we gonna wind up playing 4 games and lose all 4, and it's not like I played bad football. It was like I just the gameplay was unplayable. Like I was struggling to make passes. Like any opportunity I had, I would get lag at the worst possible time, and like I would have a clear opportunity that would wind up normally being a goal. My players were smashing the crossbar or just putting it wide or getting tackled. It was frustrating to say the least. And one of the things that I should note in the last two episodes were early goals. The guy was able to pass through my team at will without me even touching the ball. Now, we'd get ourselves back into the game with a fantastic free kick from Kevin Gamero. I mean, that is absolutely a stunning finish, to be honest. And I thought, great, I'm back in it, but it wasn't to be. And then a simple over-the-top ball, and that finish, like, come on, like that doesn't seem realistic to me. And then at halftime, we're down 2-1. Like, he's had 2 shots, 2 goals. Pretty even game. Was it like it was hard to play? I mean, the footage might not really show that, but it was hard to play. And we win another free kick. Pretty much similar situation to the first free kick in this game. I don't even know what went wrong. Like, it just, I powered it up the same, I aimed it the same, and it winds up flying way out, straight out for a goal kick. And then from that resulting goal kick, he goes down the other end, and Renato Sanchez bangs in an absolute crackerjack off the goalpost that Lloris had no chance. And we get back in it, like Gamero, a fantastic finish, a nice bit of footwear, they're able to string it together and beat the lag and whatnot. But it wasn't to be. Like, I had chances again that the keeper was coming out and saving, and another game drops that has 0 from 3, like, disappointing to say the least. And then we come up against a very nice hybrid with a few Bundesliga and League 1 players thrown in for good measure. And like that SBC Lacazette, I mean, I know how good he is, so I was paying attention to that. But Schürrle and Draxler are going to be my tormentors in this game. And I actually kick off, but I'm going to lose it. A bit of lag there, you can see. And he's away. He's going to draw my defense all over the place. Like, it's totally out of shape. Schürrle just dances his way through and lashes one home. Job done, like 1-0, and it's going to make matters worse. He's going to get another chance with Schürrle. He gets lucky, like it bounces all over the place, and eventually it will fall to Draxler, who just shifts it onto his strong foot and curls it into the bottom corner, and it's now 2-0. Brings out the dab, and it is bleak. I gotta reiterate, I am not playing bad football. Like, I feel like I'm playing some of the best football of this year right now. And I'm not getting results. I'm really getting bad run of the green. Like, EA are just giving me an issue. Like, here, I fully expected that cutback. It just went behind Ben Yedder, and then he winds up having to put it onto the crossbar and out. Here, a little bit of lag actually plays into our hands. Lacazette's away, and Lacazette will finish that, not a problem. But that's how this game will finish, like a 2-1 loss, like all by 1 goal. It was disappointing. It was frustrating. I had to force myself out of this. I couldn't play anymore. I was just going to wind up jeopardizing the remaining 6 games. So fingers crossed that when I pick this back up, gameplay is going to be a lot better, and that I can go out, get those remaining points to just secure my position in Division 6. I don't want to be relegated. That is my goal. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And aside from that, I greatly appreciate all your support. And I'm the Fantasy Sports Wizard, and I shall see you all next time. Bye!